Hi everyone, welcome to the 7th video in my series on the Araroa Trail. I'm back at the Honikiwi and Kaimanga Roads junction where I finished off a couple of days ago, and today's plan is to head to Waitomo, which is about 26.5 kilometres away I think. It's raining now and the weather's not meant to be too great for the rest of the week. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'm thinking to head to the Top 10 holiday park tonight, so that'll be nice. Got a bit of farm track walking, bit of road walking today, so yeah, I'll get moving. I've just arrived at the Waitomo Top 10 holiday park and got my tent set up. So I got here just before 4. It's been a pretty long, hard day, about 29 kilometres and about 800 metres climbing. It's been raining all day and there wasn't any shelter anywhere the whole day. It's still raining now. It's meant to keep raining tomorrow, so yeah, having fun. But yeah, so tomorrow I've got about a 30-something kilometre day to somewhere after Kuiti. But this is a nice spot. There's a spa pool here, so I might jump in there later. It's 8:15 now. I'm just about to leave the Waitomo Top 10 holiday park. So it's been a pretty wet night. It's been raining all night and I was in my tent, but still dry, which is good. Managed to dry a few things out in the kitchen and stuff, which has been pretty handy. So today I've got about 35 kilometres to a shelter heading towards the timber trail. So I'll pass Kuiti in about 15 kilometres and then it'll be mainly tracked the rest of the way. It's 1:30 now. I've just come through Kuiti and now I'm leaving town, so I just stopped for lunch a little bit further back and got some stuff at the New World supermarket. So I've done about 17 k's to get here. It's been a pretty rough, muddy farm track from Waitomo, and we've heard that this next section is going to be very rough, even worse than a bridge is washed out and stuff. So I'm going to take a road walk section around this, which is slightly longer. I think it's about 26 kilometres instead of about 23 from here, all along State Highway 30, but the traffic shouldn't be too bad because there's a bridge closed up here, so hopefully I can get through the closed bridge on the road. But yeah, I'll get moving along this road walk. It's just after 7 now. It's been a very interesting day from Waitomo today. So I ended up walking about 38 kilometres or so. Heaps of road walking down State Highway 30 after Kuiti to avoid that track that had been washed out. So that was interesting. And just before the campsite, about 6 kilometres before, managed to get a ride down this Mangaokewa road with 5 other TA walkers. So we're all staying here at this farm tonight, and then I'm going to try and hitch back to where I left off and got in the car today and keep walking from there tomorrow hopefully, then head towards Pureora. So this is a much better spot than the campsite would have been. We've got a cold shower here and inside, so it's really nice. So tomorrow I'm hopefully going to get a ride back to there, and then it'll be about 35 k's from there to Pureora Village. It's 7:30 on Thursday the 12th of December now. Just heading out from the sharers' quarters where I stayed last night with the others. So it's been a really nice night not to be in the tent. It's still raining now, so yeah, it's been raining for about a week now. It's getting a little bit tiring. It's meant to be better tomorrow though, so hopefully the weather report's right. So it's about 1.5 km from here out to State Highway 30, where I'm going to try and hitchhike back to where I left off yesterday, and then hopefully walk back into Pureora, which should be about 38 k's. I'm not sure how much luck I'll have because there's a bridge on the road that's closed, so there probably won't be all that much traffic, but we'll see what happens. So I managed to get a lift down here to Benneydale, which is about just over 10 kilometres from where I started off. It's been really cool. I had to wait about 40 minutes, but yeah, ended up getting a lift, so that's good. So now I'm back to where I got picked up from yesterday, and I'm heading back towards Pureora now. So I'm not really sure exactly how far it is from here. Should be about 25 kilometres I'm thinking. So yeah, hopefully a bit of a shorter day than yesterday. It's 1:30 now. I've just arrived at the Pureora cabins in Pureora Village. So this is where I'm going to be stopping for tonight. It's just stopped raining not long before I got here, which is nice. But now I'm inside, so it doesn't really matter. So I left Benneydale about 9 o'clock in the end, after I got my ride to there. And it's been about 24 kilometres from there to here. It's taken about 4.5 hours. So yeah, pretty good. Climbed about 400 metres, been road walking all day, and I'm ready to start the timber trail tomorrow. So I'm going to have a good rest this afternoon because I've got a 40k day tomorrow. Friday morning now. I'm just leaving the Pureora cabins where I stayed last night. It's about 7:10. The day looks awesome compared to the last week, so actually got a bit of blue sky for once. so it's going to be a good day. We've got about 40 kilometres from here to Piropiro along the timber trail, which is a total of 85 kilometres, so I'm hoping to do that in 2 days out to Ongarue. It was nice to have a cabin last night. I managed to get my shoes and stuff dry, so yeah, we're starting out pretty fresh. Done just under 11 kilometres now along the timber trail. It's taken me 2 hours, so it's about 9:30. So from here I'm going to leave the timber trail and head up the Toi track towards Mt Pureora summit, which is meant to be about 40 minutes from here, and then I'm going to come down the track on the other side and rejoin the timber trail later on. Made it to the summit of Mt Pureora, so it's taken about half an hour from the timber trail to get up here. Pretty awesome view over the Central Plateau Mountains and Lake Taupo, and you can see over to Mt Pirongia where I came from last week. So yeah, awesome view. From here I've got a unmaintained route back down to the timber trail. Only goes for about 1 kilometre. There's a little sign here that says this track is not maintained by DOC. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully I can get back onto the timber trail. So that's Mt Pirongia that I came over last weekend and stayed in the hut at. Looking quite far away now. And over on this side we've got Central North Island Mountains, which is where I'm heading next week. Just stopped for lunch now, 23 kilometres in today, so I'm back on the timber trail. The track down from the summit was a little bit wet, but it was pretty quick to get back down, about 20-30 minutes or so to get back down to the timber trail. And now I'm on the good track again, so I'm getting some speed up, which is good. So I've got about 17 kilometres to go to get to Piropiro campsite tonight. It's 5 o'clock. I've just arrived at the Piropiro dock campsite, so 40 kilometres into the timber trail from Pureora. So yeah, it's been a 40 kilometre day, climbed about 900 metres, and yeah, been just under 10 hours. So it's been quite a long day. Not too tiring though, the track's been really good to walk on, apart from that little bit coming down from the summit, but that was cool to be up on the top. So yeah, I'm going to camp here tonight and then walk out to Ongarue tomorrow, which is 45 kilometres from here. I've just got the tent set up and I'm about to have a crafty Weka bite to refuel. So this thing's got 800 kilojoules in the 40 gram size, which is pretty good. So it's a good way to refuel the energy. I burnt about 20,000 kilojoules today. So yeah, I'm going to need it. It's 7:15 on Saturday morning now. I'm just leaving the Piropiro campsite, heading back out onto the timber trail. So I've got about 43 kilometres I think from here to the Bennett Road car park where I'm going to be stopping tonight. There's a lot more downhill than there was yesterday, so hopefully it should be a bit easier. I've just arrived at the Maramataha Bridge, which is about 5 kilometres from Piropiro, so it's taken me about an hour to walk to here. This is the longest suspension bridge on the timber trail at 141 metres long and 53 metres high above the river. So yeah, pretty cool. From here I've got about a 200 metre climb up the other side of the valley and then I'll start dropping towards Camp 11. It's 1:30 now. I've just reached quite an exciting milestone. So this is the 1,000 kilometre marker on the Araroa trail. So I'm a third of the way from Cape Reinga to Bluff, 2,000 kilometres to go. So yeah, just a little spot next to the timber trail. I just had lunch a little bit further down the track near the lookout. And I'm nearly at the top of the hill, so I'm going to be heading downhill and towards Ongarue soon. Just walked through the Ongarue Spiral. So this is a spiral that allows the railway line to gain altitude over a short distance. So the old railway used to pass through the tunnel behind me there and then around and over the bridge up the top. So it allowed them to get to the wood and the top catchment and bring it back down here to Ongarue. So from here I've got about 3 hours to go according to that sign. Hopefully it's going to be less because it's only 7.4 kilometres down to Bennett Road car park. It's 5:30 now. I've just arrived at the Bennett Road car park, the end of the timber trail. So yeah, it's been a 42 kilometre day from Piropiro to here. So I've walked my first marathon in a day on the trail. It's taken about 10 hours and 15 minutes and I climbed about 700 metres. So yeah, it's been a pretty big day. So from here I'm going to get picked up and head into Taumarunui for the night and then continue from here tomorrow morning. It's just after 8 o'clock on Sunday morning now. I'm back at the Bennett Road car park where I finished up yesterday. and I'm about to do about a 28-kilometre day into Taumarunui. It's all road walking, so it should be fairly easy. It's 1 o'clock now. I've just arrived in Taumarunui, so I've done 26 kilometres, taken about 5 hours from where I left Ongarue this morning to get to here. It's been a not very interesting walk, just along the road the whole way, but that's okay. So I've decided I'm going to do another 4.2 kilometres from here out to the canoe hire place, just a little bit out of town. I've just arrived at the Taumarunui canoe hire base, about 4 k's out of town. It's just after 2 o'clock now, so it's taken me about 6 hours to get here in total. Just about 30 kilometres and all road walking all day. So yeah, it hasn't been the most interesting day, but it's good I'm here. So tomorrow I'm going to take a rest day in town here and then keep moving towards National Park the day after that. And I'm also going to think about starting to book the Wanganui River soon, which is quite a big kayak section down into Wanganui Township, which is a few days away. So I'll get that sorted. So thanks for watching this 7th video in my series on the Te Araroa Trail. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos, and if you'd like to support me, there's a link to buy me a coffee in the description below. See you next time.